Y'all, November is here, and that means that the holiday season is now officially upon us. And although I haven't put my Christmas tree up just yet, I have been in full planning mode for this year's decor. That's why I thought it might be fun today to take a look back at my Christmas decorating from last year with an old-fashioned Christmas decorating marathon. I thought it would be a great way to remind me of what I loved that I did last year and maybe what I might want to do a bit differently. And hopefully it gives you guys some ideas for your home along the way. As always, it will be difficult for me to link much of what you see in the video as I don't buy a whole lot of new seasonal decor these days. I lean heavily on things that I already have, items that have been passed down to me from my grandparents that are chock full of nostalgia, beautiful thrifted treasures, and handmade items that I just can't link to. However, throughout the video, if there is something that I think you can still get in the stores, I will be sure to put where I got it in the video. I do still like to invest in nice faux garlands though, and I've been trying to get 1 or 2 new ones every year so that eventually I can replace all of the lesser quality ones that I've accumulated over the years. The one you see here was purchased last year at Walmart for I think around $20. And this year I was able to score one of those hard to find Hobby Lobby versions, which I cannot wait to show you guys in the coming weeks. In the meantime, please sit back, grab a hot beverage, a cozy blanket, relax, and enjoy my first ever Christmas decorating marathon. So next I thought it might be fun to add in a few sprigs of baby's breath. I've got quite a bit of this dried in the house. So I thought if I just pulled them apart, I could just stick them into the garland in various spots and it would be a really pretty pop of white against the green. Let's chat for a minute about decorating the Christmas tree. So much of the decorating that I do in our home, I share with you all, and I love every minute of it. But one thing that you will probably never see me do on camera is decorate our living room Christmas tree. Over the years, that has always been a special time for our family, and everyone loves to be involved. We make hot cocoa and open a box of candy canes. We'll put on a Christmas movie and just enjoy each other's company. We'll reminisce over the ornaments on the tree and the stories that they remind us of. Filming those moments has just never seemed quite right. I would love to know in the comments if you have special traditions when it comes to Christmas decorating. Do you do it all yourself or do you let the family get involved? I definitely am a bit of a control freak when it comes to Christmas decorating, and I'll be honest, I will ask ornaments to be moved every once in a while, but I have kind of softened my stance on that over the years, and as the girls have gotten older, I've let them have a little bit more ornament placement freedom, if you know what I mean. Anyhow, please, I would love to know in the comments if there are things about the holiday season and decorating that your family loves to do together. So several years ago, I bought these really pretty wood bells at a really fancy Christmas store. It's one of those places that you walk in mainly for inspiration and you maybe walk out with one or two small little ornaments. It was that kind of shop. But I loved these bells so much, and I have incorporated them in our Christmas decor every single year since. And I think what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to dangle them off to the side of this garland over here, kind of like this. I did end up having to put in some nails on the mantle. Those 3M hooks just were not going to be stable enough to keep this garland up. It's a little heavier than I thought it was. So there's already a nail in place in the perfect spot for hanging it. So lastly, I thought that this little spot right here in the corner looked a little bit bare the way that the two different garlands came together. So I made this simple bow out of ribbon that I found at Joann's. I ended up getting it for, I believe, $5. It was 50% off. I made it with a really long tail so that it will come down well past the bells. And I just ended up tying in some more of that floral wire so that I can secure it easily to the garland. This wall cabinet that I built last year has been such a fun piece to decorate all year long. When it comes to decorating it though for this year, I do think I want to do something similar. These narrow shelves really lend themselves to this modern take on a Christmas village. The little white houses were picked up at the Target dollar spot, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, but almost every year I think they have something similar, as well as these little bottle brush trees. I try to grab a few new ones every year of varying sizes so that I can have a little bit of a height variance. But I think that this little cabinet is perfect for a Christmas village. A few years back, I took my girls to Kansas to watch a dear childhood friend perform as Betty in a stage production of White Christmas. It was magical. My youngest daughter became so enamored with it that she immediately asked to buy the movie as soon as we got home, and she's watched it multiple times throughout the year ever since. I had thrifted this large gold frame a few weeks back and didn't have an immediate plan for it, but I knew at least for now it would be perfect for what I had in mind. So I found an image on Pinterest of the Columbia Inn sign from the movie, and using my oldest daughter's small projector, I was able to project it onto a piece of canvas drop cloth. I used a Sharpie marker to trace out the design and craft paint to paint it. I already had the canvas drop cloth on hand since I use it for a wide variety of projects. Once complete, I attached the canvas to a piece of foam board that my husband so graciously picked up for me, using hot glue, and I just popped it into the frame. I think finding a way to incorporate a nostalgic Christmas movie that your family loves is such a fun way to make your decor more personal this year. When I decorated our bedroom for Christmas last year, it was quite literally at the last minute. I had just repainted the bedroom and it was just a few days before Christmas. I had taken the space from a dark, dingy gray that just didn't feel right to a lighter and brighter room that would offer a fresher palette leading into January. Because of that, I didn't go all out the way I had the previous year. So I opted for a more subtle winter-inspired look that would carry us into the new year. I decided to include it in this marathon because I wanted to show how just a few well thought out pieces can still create a cozy, magical space. Even though Christmas is less than a week away, I knew that I wanted a Christmas tree in this space, even if it had nothing but lights on it. But the problem was we had already used all of our full-size trees in other spaces, except for the top third of another tree that we had in our storage building. You see, we had forgotten to grab the remaining 2/3 of the tree, and our storage building is several hours away. So I had the idea to just put the small top portion that I had into a basket filled with blankets to keep it snug. I actually think that it turned out kind of cute this way, and I kind of think that I'm going to keep it up for a bit into the new year.